Good morning, students. Today we are going to do chapter number 6, Human Resources. Do you know, children, the way we collect information about the whole class, we also can collect the information about the entire population, and this is done in regular intervals. Now let us see how it is being done. It is done through census. Now let us see what is census and why is it carried out. What do you mean by the word census? Census means collecting information about people living in a country or particular region of the country. This is known as census. Now this census is done every 10 years under the central regulation of the central government. In our country, the last census was carried out in the year 2011. Now, human resources. Human resource is the human capital of our country. Development of the country depends not only on the area of the country, but it also depends on the natural resources based upon the quality of human resource that contribute a lot to economic development. A census is done for the 5-year development plans of the country. With regard to this necessity, like food, water, housing facilities, industries, electricity, employment, education, conservation, etc. It is important to have census. Nowadays, the Forest Department keeps a record of the endangered animals, birds, and plants. Even domestic animals are counted. Now, children, do you know what is the land area of India? Yes, the land area of India is 32 lakhs 87,263 square kilometers, which is 2.42% of the world. As far as area is concerned, India stands 7th in the world. However, in the terms of population, India is second after China. More than 16% of the world's population resides in India. Qualitative human population is also called human resource. The quality of human resource depends on education and intelligence. Skilled citizens like doctors, engineers, sportsmen, industrialists, businessmen, and other responsible citizens are human resource. Our youth and children are potential resources. Now let us see the population growth. During the last century, especially in the last 5 decades, the rate of population growth is a cause of worry. In 2001, the population of India was 102.87 crores, and now which has been increased to 121.1 crore in 2011. Now government has launched various schemes to bring control population growth. Consequently, rate of population growth has declined by 1.7%, and this is a noteworthy fact. Now, what are the reasons for the population growth. First reason is immigration for trade, education, and settling abroad. Second is lower death rate. 2 centuries ago, the rate of population growth was less, since infant mortality rate and death rate of pregnant women was high. Diseases like cholera, plague, TB, typhoid were incurable. There were no medicine for this. And people succumbed to famines, etc. Now, because of the modes of transport and roads were improper, people could not get proper medical facilities. This scenario has completely changed today. Nutritious food is easily available. Communicable diseases are under control due to advanced medical treatment. Vaccination programs, pre and post disaster management has improved, and affected people are rehabilitated faster. So the death rate has decreased and population growth has increased. The third reason is increased life expectancy. Moreover, the standard of living has improved. So the average lifespan, which was before 40 to 41 years in 1920, has increased to 63 to 64 years. However, birth rate has not decreased noticeably. The factors responsible for increase in birth rate are illiteracy, superstitions, orthodox thinking, social customs, wherein male child is considered important. Child marriage, poverty, widow remarriage, negative attitude towards the idea of a small family, etc. Rising population causes many administrative problems. Now, what administrative problems are being caused? They are shortage of food, water, housing, environmental pollution, conservation, employment, traffic, congestion, etc. Now, to avoid this, various schemes, policies are made to deal with such problems. This is all for today. In the next video, I will be explaining about the density of population. Till then, thank you.